I'll have to look at the other, schedule again, but there were people who came down here at 10 p.m. and we're getting a ferry ride across to the other side. And it's 7 a.m. now on a Sunday, Labor Day weekend. So it's interesting, the schedule they got. You know, they work with each other. So yeah, they got a bunch of tires I see on the other side there. $20 for round trip, $10 to get over there, and you have to use the ferry service to get back. It's not a long distance, kind of a fast moving water. Passenger seating area. All passengers must remain seated at all times within the designated passenger seating area. So I thought you would just stay in your car. Is that what they mean by passenger seating area? And that blue rope is what I seen on the side of the river, and I was thinking about taking. That's the same exact type, so I think it's used for docking these huge, massive types of ships. And they say they only go up to 8, and I don't know what the check marks. The check marks means that they'll do it, so they don't start till 9 on Sunday. But they say they go till 8, but people showed up at 10. I think they have some kind of verbal agreement, but on the schedule it's till 8 p.m. So they'll ferry a whole house over for $500. Take a $500 ferry with a 25-foot truck. I guess it's big enough. Yeah, they have no lights here for at nighttime. The only lights I saw were the vehicle lights. Well, and then these red flashing lights. But yeah, the guys who took the ferry over were just driving in, and there's 3 of them. So late at night, well past 8 o'clock. One person seems to be sleeping here tonight, and of course there's a truck on the side of the road, whatever that truck is there for, I don't know. Could be parked there to save money on vehicles going across. Leave your truck here and then go in with somebody else to the island. Because, I mean, yeah, you could take houses over for $500, so there's people living over there. I'm a little surprised that I could get away with sleeping here overnight. When I saw Dunbar Park, or whatever the park is called, just 2 miles north of here, with the only rule stating that there's not to be any overnight parking there. I just come over here and park overnight instead. Neebish Island Resort, where traditions begin. So I got a bandit sign up here for the ferry. And then Riverview Resort and Marina, 3.2 miles. If I wanted to go down to the dead end. And I don't think I would want to drive that way. Bicycling would be kind of fun. I'd be a little interested in bicycling down there. 3.2 miles is very possible on the bicycle. It just takes effort. Alright, I decided to bicycle the 3 miles, 3+ miles. I looked on my map and it says 3.4 miles to the very end. So it's not 3.2 exactly to that hotel or whatever it's called. That's pretty manageable distance, especially on a quiet dead end area. The closer I get to the dead end, the less likely I am to see anybody. They do have a few resorts, called resorts, but how popular are they? Are there any abandoned resorts down here? Who knows? It depends on how affluent it is, how popular. We got some United States property here. I think they got some kind of a dam. It's a real man-made looking type of thing from the map. All I see are woods, woods, woods. Both sides, all around. So thick, can't even see through the woods either. It's too thick. I don't think I'm quite at the end yet. They got boats. I left the door open because we're on a dead end and they don't need high security on dead end roads that are out in the middle of nowhere. That's pretty neat. Looks like some boats that really need major repairs. If they're gonna be sitting in there, sitting around here. Got quite a neighborhood through here. Wow. Got some turkeys over here. It's a mom and the kids. All right, I can see the water again at least. Well, I have no reason to suspect any of these homes are abandoned. They're all looking in good shape and not abandoned. Recreation passport required? That's probably for cars. We got rules up ahead. Yeah, I didn't figure they'd have a cost. At that other boat launch, Dunbar, I guess I should be a little surprised that they're not charging anything. Kemp's Point. It's not an easy walk. 1.6 miles. They really don't have a trail for Kemp's Point, actually. We're just at the point. Michigan law mandates sanitation be sealed, I'm thinking. Permanently sealed, permanently disconnected. Huh. They're saying Michigan law, but they don't say what Michigan law. They're saying this is a DNR launch point, so I guess I was looking to see if there's actual DNR out here, but like an office. But they're just talking about you can fish. You launch your fishing boat here. Beware of fluctuating water as cargo ships pass through. I gotta admit, I didn't notice any Munisqong welcome signs as I was coming in. Maybe I drove by it. The lake sturgeon is protected and must be released immediately. And they said that you can catch it often, so it's kind of a bad luck area. You're at risk of catching fish that you don't want to. Here I am. Conley Point. And I'm at a dead end because they don't want to pave a road through the Munisqong Wildlife Management Area. So they may announce this as some kind of a pay area, but they don't really have anywhere to pay. So it's a little deceiving. They need to clearly put somewhere to make that payment. So this sign alone is maybe enough to discourage some people. Or whatever, passport They got people probably asking where do I get that? Oh, I got a upper frame of a boat. Just want to have a peek inside here. There are some massive boats in there in the rear. Oh. Well, that was a pretty good ride. A 6-mile round trip, so maybe 7. All right, I'm in Cedarville. I think there's a library. I'd just like to get on some Wi-Fi. I think I could find that library down the road. All right, the Cedarville grocery store is closed on Sunday, but for some reason the doors open up. They got a grocery store closed all day on Sunday. All freaking day. Can you believe that? But they let you into this vestibule area, maybe to post advertising, I guess. I should put up a business card for my Daily Roamer channel. They're not accepting returnable bags. Do not dump returnables. I think the returnables are, yeah, look at that. They got groceries sitting in there and they're just not selling them. You got plastic, or you can recycle your cans, but not on Sundays here. It's unfortunate. They can't even open up for a couple of hours on Sunday. It's a full grocery store. At least, be like a gas station or something if the grocery store business isn't working out so great. And then over here they got bicycle rental. The grocery store also rents 2 bicycles, and then they rent more bicycles over here. But they're closed. But I mean, it's like, you'd think people might want to rent bicycles on a Sunday if this is some kind of tourist area. Various bicycle choices, a rack for holding whatever. Yeah, and the Wi-Fi is blocked off. Labor Day sale. Yeah. They got a padlock on the Wi-Fi, which is too bad. So that I want to go to the drive to the library for a chance at Wi-Fi there. But if this is a tourist area, typical tourist towns like to put padlocks on their library Wi-Fi as well. It seems like nobody lives here, right? Homeless person would love to take this baby stroller thing. Just sitting back here. What's going? It seems like somebody living here, but maybe not. Huh. Just somebody used to live here and now they turned it into a bicycle rental and gift shop type of. Yeah, and the person that lived here had a tank for probably gas, chimney. Alright, I'm walking behind the Cedarville grocery store just to pass time, have a little look around. I got forest. This looks like an old sign. That's partly the reason why I'm turning on my. Oh, that's so big and heavy. What was that sign? I can't quite make out what it would be. A Q, maybe? The old grocery store? Because that Cedarville grocery actually looks kind of Q something. I can't quite. I should turn it around. They got an old sign here that was on this. Whoops. I don't know when I hit the reverse button. But yeah, they got this old sign here that was hanging up maybe on the storefront, and now that's sitting on the side of the building where nobody's gonna see it because People generally don't come around this way. So they got take or leave art. Really? I don't think people are really doing much here. In front of a library. Usually it's the Little Freeze Library more than anything. Shady side porch. They're discouraging camping here, but they've kind of made it a little bit camp friendly. That's around the corner. Yep, just a hangout. I just want to say this door looks open. Okay, it's not. Alright. Library. Okay, not open for 2 more days. So, Wi-Fi works outside of the building, and that's fine enough. There's electricity, possibly. Just gotta find bathrooms. Hungry, I want to cook something. I wonder how they enforce this. I don't think there's city police. It's kind of a small town. But I'll have to take another look. I think I want to park here for the day. And then go to the grocery store in the evening time to sleep. Wi-Fi actually works good while I'm sitting in the car right here. I'm gonna check the end of this parking lot, see what it looks like. So I looked on Google Maps for police in this area, and they don't have a town police. So only the sheriff of Manawak would be called out here, the sheriff's departments, to enforce the no camping. So, yeah, that's going to be less likely, I think. Alright, I'm thinking that I want the sun to go down all the way. I don't want any light. It's got to go below the horizon first, then I'll head over to the grocery store, which is very short. I'll take this back road straight to it. It's 0.3 miles, and hopefully I get away with sleeping there overnight. That'd be a nice stop. But I want the sun down all the way. I'm gonna download a few more YouTube videos, then I'll be set. I don't need to have complete connection. I don't need to be sticking around here. And they have no overnight anyway. No overnight warnings. And if I really need to get on the internet, I'm sure I could just walk back here from that grocery store if something happens. Breeze swept docks. It looks like a new sign. I just want to get a little video of this crane set up here if I don't get bothered. It's hard to tell if there's really anybody here or not. Whoops. Alright. Yeah, I just think this is interesting. I got one of the biggest straps I've ever seen. What is that? 6 inches? 6-inch wide strap. 3 of them. I usually just see only one by itself. They've put 3 of them together. And they appear to lock together. I didn't know that they did. Usually I only see one. This is kind of the first time I've ever seen them say it's okay to fish on the docks, but only in between, only in the empty spaces. I've never really seen anything like that before. That's a different approach. I really like the posts on this porch. Very natural looking. That's a neat idea. I've never seen that done before. This is the first. Everything else about the house looks modern. Why wouldn't they have made it a log cabin and done that with the poles? These birds are so freaky. They're just gonna stand there watching me. I thought they were statues at first, but I was like, I remember they were not. There was nothing in this little plot. Yeah, whatever. These birds are so freaky. They're just gonna stand there watching me. I thought they were statues at first, but I was like, I remember they were not. There was nothing in this little plot. Yeah, whatever. Alright, this area is not designated as a park. There's quite a few people who have been driving through here over the large rocks left behind by the glaciers. But it is like designated as government property, or it's for sale. Looks kind of recent track, so I can probably expect people to come through here. I'm sort of on the trail, but not really on the water. It's just some kind of dead-end road. And I saw two people walking on the shore. So it's fairly active. There's quite a few people living off of this dirt road. They don't have any signs saying you can't be here. I originally was thinking about parking on the end here, but now I'm right there. Because I saw those two people, I panicked a little bit. Now I believe the government property is where I'm in, and then this is like considered private. I don't know if this is a trail. This would have been a better spot to park, I think. So the census isn't designated as a park. Oh, this is very much like a private property, or at least the property that's owned is there. It's on this is the edge of that property, so I don't want to be parked over here because of that. I'll have to see if somebody challenges me. I don't, because it really appears to be public without any notices. It appears to be a lot of public. Land Survey Monument. Yeah, I don't know what that means. There's something tree? What? Bearing tree? So it's a little unclear about property ownership. They're trying to establish something, but they're not making it absolutely clear. Sure, somebody will come along to let me know who owns what. All right, further down, somebody put a bench here. You drive up to here. I could park right on the shore, I guess. There's two people walking down the shore that way. Very clear water. It's not a designated park, but they're not saying it's anything else either. Very neat. All these rocks here distributed because of the glacier activity. Shallow, pretty shallow water. You could swim out here, I guess. But yeah, it's just kind of, you know, Google Maps doesn't recognize this as anything. Not far from Mackinac Bridge. I don't think it's visible. Alright, from where I'm parked, This is like a little driveway here for an old structure. Remnants of an old structure with the concrete base. This looks like a smaller part. Actually, it's all one big piece of property. Oh, the sewer pipe. They had cement sewer. So they seemed like they were maybe a little advanced. Pretty nice concrete base here. Pretty advanced. I think it burnt down. It must have burnt down. You could see the outline of this. Okay, this would be, I think this would be the outside here. Okay. Thick, very thick for some reason. I don't know why. Porch maybe of some kind. And then the house came out to here. And the outline comes out to here. So I don't see where they would have established wood. I mean, I'm sure they put a wood structure on. This is a pretty good sized house that was here. I think they burnt down. But I don't know where the driveway would have been. I just kind of followed the trail into here. Was this a house? Was this a government building? I don't know. Could take, yeah, they got a pipe for plumbing. So they had plumbing going on. Ooh, another sewer pipe deeper in. Bit of a trail that goes deep in there. I don't know what to think of this. Am I just invading private? I don't think I'm on private property. Very green. Oh my God. Some kind of a basement here. Those two people might want to check me out. Some kind of a underground setup here. Not sure why. It's definitely man-made. Very green all throughout here. Like a mossy type of green. The structure's over there. And I saw another... Ooh, that's a tree, right? Yeah. Okay, another sewer pipe. I just walk over to and get a closer look at. Yeah, I think there's just fallen trees. But yeah, they abandoned this property. Yeah, I don't see movement. They might, instead of checking me out themselves, they might call other people. Who knows? Oof. But yeah, this is a curious area. So this is a bit of a trail, it looks like. Old trail. Narrow nice walk path. And then that sewer pipe. There seems to be kind of a problem with mosquitoes. Okay, and the sewer pipe, they just kind of rip out, I guess. Makes a nice home for an animal. My car is visible from this sewer pipe. I don't know what to think about this. It's just an old abandoned structure. And they're not clearing fallen trees very often here for this trail, wherever that goes. Yeah, not too far down, I've come across this hunter's shack. And look at this, they got nice propane tanks. Are those empty? And chairs. I probably will go back and get that fourth one. But let's test these out. They're a little rusty. I'm gonna put oil on them and just use this right away to test it. So I'm not going to carry around bad ones. I think the people left them behind for good.